Hi guys and welcome to a bonus video centered around pudding. You might have noticed there are actually two bonus videos up there. You don't have to view them in any sort of order, so you can start with this one or you could have started with the Sanji one, and it doesn't really matter. The theme of this one is the same as in the Sanji one. It is basically just about everything not being as it seems, and someone might be manipulating whatever is going on at the moment. And just to clarify, if you haven't watched my other video, my Sanji video, I have not seen any other reviews, I have not been on any forums. The only opinions I have seen are yours, if you've left your thoughts in the comment section on any of my videos, and of course I have my own opinions. And a lot of people have really, like, I think half of the comments on my live reaction have either been like, I don't trust pudding, I think she's evil, I think something's up with her. Someone even said maybe she's a devil or something. Like, it's ridiculous, and I agree with you. I have said from the beginning I don't trust pudding, and yes, I did say in my live reaction I like pudding now, but that I meant as a character. I don't mean that I trust her, because I definitely still don't. And I have said this so many times that I don't trust her. I've made blog posts about it. I think I made a video once, but then I deleted it because it didn't make any sense, but I have been of the opinion for a long time that I don't trust her. And there are multiple reasons for this, so I'm gonna just go through some of them, or all of them, or whatever, and just put some ideas out there that you may or may not agree with. So let's start about how pudding has been set up, because she has basically been set up to be a very perfect girl for Sanji. She's kind, she's a chef, she's beautiful, she's willing to help people who are in need of help and who deserve her help, like the Straw Hats. She likes Sanji. As I said, she's Sanji's ideal girl. What's there not to like about her? She's so damn cute. I mean, what? And she offers her help to the Straw Hats, despite it meaning that she can't marry Sanji, who she says is like a person who came out of her dreams. And while she couldn't help the Straw Hats, like, they came to the seducing woods and she wasn't there, we find out that it wasn't because she didn't want to be there, it was because people held her back. She was being forced to choose a wedding dress, and Tamako was there, and it was already very bad. And in this chapter she seems sincerely like she feels bad for Sanji, and like even when talking about marriage she's like, I understand if you're against this, and I don't want you to put you through that hell. And she just seems like a genuinely nice person. Yet none of us trust her, and there has to be something up with that. If the entire fandom is like, I don't trust her at all, then there has to be a reason. And for most of us, it's the, why have we not seen her third eye yet? Because yeah, it hasn't actually been confirmed from Oda that this is the three-eyed girl. They could be twins, who knows? But because it's been so long, there's every reason to think that these are in fact the same person, and the fact that Oda has not yet shown her third eye is just a dead giveaway. He's holding something back. There's something he's not telling us about this girl, and her not being as sweet and kind as she seems would not only be a good twist, but it's kind of like that moment that everything has been building up to, so when she finally reveals her true colors, it'll be such a great payoff moment. So up until now, a lot of the things that have been like, how this seems off about pudding, except for her third eye, is when she described Sanji for the first time. A lot of people, including myself, pointed out that it seemed more like she was describing his wanted poster and not actually him. And there was just something off about the way she talked to Nami and Luffy, and how she was so willing to help, and how some of the things she said were either vague or could be interpreted as contradicting. I pointed out in a blog post that I thought it was really weird that she first pointed out that, oh, I had the sister who ran away to find true love, and brings up the possibility of doing that, and then on the next page she's like, oh well, maybe the next person Mama wants me to marry is even better than Sanji was. Like, she goes back immediately after having said there's a possibility of finding a person you really want to love. And just in general in that chapter, I think it's 828, she's just a little bit weird. And then of course there is leading them to seducing woods. And while that's good and stuff, because she showed them the way they could avoid all the like the detectors that show that they are there by navigating through the Tutlands. Of course, she said she couldn't be there because she got held back, and we see this. But I just find it strange that when guiding people to the seducing woods, why the fuck would you not tell them, oh, by the way, if I happen not to be there or I'm late or something, under no circumstances should you go into the fucking woods because they will kill you. This is common knowledge for her. She lives there. She knows this. This is like a common trap on Whole Cake Island. Why would she lead them there and not tell them what this place is? It's like telling people to go to a haunted house but then like forgetting to tell them there are actually ghosts in there and they will kill you. A lot of people have also been pointing out that, as I said, there's one posting, we don't know if Pudding actually met Sanji, and if she didn't, why the hell did she lie to the Straw Hats? And in this chapter, 845, she does say, and I just met you, to Sanji. Of course, this could just be referring to the fact that they met like 2 or 3 days ago. But still, we don't have the official translation, I can't say anything for sure. But there's also the fact that when she presumably met Sanji for the first time, she says something along the lines of, we met and we have a lot of things in common and he even taught me a few things, of course talking about cooking. And I pointed out at some point, when the hell would Sanji have time to teach her anything? Like, what? There's something that doesn't really make sense there. And I'm jumping all over the place now, but that's because I'm forgetting things. Going back to Seducing Woods. Brulé knew they were there. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that, well, of course, yeah, the Straw Hats could have been spotted back in Cacao Town or whatever it's called. But Brulé knew they were in the Seducing Forest, that's why she sent the Mirror Sanji and the Mirror Pudding after them. And, again, remember, Mirror Pudding, they knew Pudding was supposed to come and meet them there. Coincidence? Probably not. And of course the last very, very important part in What the Fuck Pudding is she slips her note to Sanji saying, we need to talk in private. And she goes into presumably her room that is so far from private, it's ridiculous. Not only are there mirrors everywhere, she has a sister who can travel in mirrors. And she has homies in there. Homies who are loyal to Big Mom. And if she's surrounded by things that are loyal to Big Mom, why would she tell Sanji, if you don't want to marry me, I will help you get out of this marriage? Something isn't right. And there are basically 2 ways this could go down. Either the third eye signifies a split personality, which I've said a lot of times, but it would be a whole lot more fun if the rest of you are right and she's just a lying, manipulative bitch. It would be a lot of fun, and I kind of really want that to happen. A lot of people have also been comparing her or saying that she could have siren-like powers in her third eye, so she like seduces Sanji, and that's kind of why he gives up in this chapter, because she seduces him and uses her power on him, which would also make a lot of sense if we ignore the other video I did where I said that Sanji might be playing her, but this is a different video. This is her playing Sanji. Backing up this siren theory, this is not my theory at all, this is something that I read a lot of you guys saying, but a lot of people pointed out that the people who seem to trust Pudding the most are guys. Luffy seemed to trust her very easily, so did Brook, but Nami seemed very reluctant. Like, she had a lot of those ellipses, and some of those times those ellipses were probably there to be, wait a minute, Lola, because she talked about the sister she had who ran away. But there are also just times where Nami's like, what are you on about, Pudding? And a lot of people have pointed out that, so I just want to give you guys credit. And I guess the last thing I just want to remind you of is the theme that I also brought up in the Sanji video, and that's just that on this island, in this arc, nothing is what it seems. There's always something beneath the surface. I mean, the homies are such a good example because they look so jolly and happy and nice, and in reality, they just want to kill you. They want to trick you, manipulate you, make you think that you're safe, and when you least expect it, they'll kill you or capture you or do something to you. And on top of that, we have Big Mom's children. And someone pointed out that in this chapter we also meet, we meet more of Big Mom's children, and they just seem to be freaking insane. Like, we have the Anana girl, whose name I'm pretty sure is derived from banana, but she is insane. She wants to mutilate her teddy bears with knives. Girl. And they probably all have it for Big Mom because she's insane as well. And I just find that so interesting that they have this cute exterior, but inside they're just insane. And I'd really love for Pudding to be that person as well, because it'd be such a great twist. Even if we all see it coming, it'd be a great twist, because I feel like if she just stays nice, we are all gonna be disappointed. I mean, is there any of you who actually believes that she's sincere, that there's nothing, that we've seen everything from her, that she doesn't have a dark side? No one really believes that, right? So I guess this basically rounds up this video. This wasn't as long as Sanji one, which is probably really good because I was a little longer than I expected it to be. But if you haven't seen it yet, it's basically just this video, but longer, and the Sanji version. And yeah, you can check it out if you want to, and if you have, then I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like on this video if you liked anything that I had to say. Leave in the comments below what you thought of this video and what you think about Pudding. And you can subscribe if you want to see more of me. I also do reviews of One Piece, Yokai no Soma, Boku no Hero Academia, Haikyuu, and I do weekly videos on Haikyuu the anime and One Piece the anime. So if you're into those, you can subscribe, and until next time, bye!